It has been 1 month since I quit my full-time job with the Seattle Seahawks. It's easily the scariest and also most exciting thing I've ever done. And 1 month later, 1 month removed, it's the best decision I've ever made. I was driving home from a shoot the other day. It was right about sunset and I just got out of the 99 tunnel. I had the city of Seattle in my rearview mirror with the sun setting over it. I just had a lot of thoughts and emotion just come by me. My name is Joseph Lipson. I'm a full-time content creator and filmmaker based out of Seattle, Washington. If you're new here, welcome, and don't forget to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. It helps me more than you know. And if you're coming back, well, thanks for the love and the support. It means the absolute world to me. Here are 5 lessons I learned quitting my full-time job 1 full month later. First off, time, it's your best friend. Nothing meaningful happens overnight. And I think that's the main thing I learned, that moving from a place where there was always work coming across your table to moving where a place where work is created on your own, it's not an overnight thing. You constantly feel like you're behind, even with the successes you have, but you have to kind of remove yourself from that and know that it is a growing, ongoing thing constantly. And what I've learned is the more patient you are, the more consistent you are, and the more level-headed you stay, things really do just fall into place. But that's one side of time, and there's another side of time that kind of moves into the day-to-day process of this all. The first thing I learned, that stuff doesn't take as long as you initially think it takes. You will find a lot of in-between time within each creative project you're in. If it's editing, if it's producing, if it's pre-production, if it's post-production. For me, there's 2 sides of it. There's the professional work, and then there's the work of building my brand. And what I found is, while doing the professional work, I have a lot more time to do my personal brand in the middle of all of that. And what's nice is I've learned that for me, time blocking has been something that has really saved a lot of my time in this, honestly. I find myself a lot busier throughout the day, but a lot busier in a different way. Something I've been doing when it comes to time blocking is I block out every single hour of the day. If it's 9 to 5, some days it's like 11 to 3. Whatever I decide my day to be, I time block that out. Even if it's time blocking meetings, I time block lunch. I time block when I'm doing professional stuff and when I'm basically perfecting my personal brand and putting back into this channel. It's all time blocked, so throughout the day, you don't get lost finding yourself scrolling. You don't get lost sitting on the couch and watching TV. You find yourself consistently productive throughout the day, and it is just fulfilling because when you hit that end mark of the day, you've gotten a lot more done than you ever thought you could get done. And it feels like less, but it really is more. It's kind of just one of those things where you don't understand how it works until you kind of put yourself into it and you see it work over time. Connections and relationships are everything in this field. Your work matters. It is literally a proof of concept into what you can offer. But just as much as the work matters, so do the people you meet along the way. Building genuine relationships is important, and it's not just networking, it's building a relationship that lasts over time. And with those relationships you build, you never know what kind of doors it can open down the road. And it's simple. If you are nice to people and you treat people the way you want to be treated, there's a lot that'll come back around. It's not a bad thing to lean into your network, but you have to lean in the right way. But you want to go into it and almost watering your relationships and making sure that you keep those alive and keep those genuine and keep those well, because impressions, relationships, and connecting is one of the most important things in this field. And I mean, it's pretty simple. It's like I said earlier, if you treat a human like a human, if you treat someone the way you'd want to be treated, there's a lot of things that'll fall into place and come back around to you. And I can promise you that. And this is one of my favorite ones. Share your progress. Don't wait until you're done, or don't wait until a project is perfect. You have to celebrate the small wins just as much as the big wins. I mean, every step forward is literally a step of something that should be recognized. It's a process. This whole thing is a process. And if you love the process, then it's pretty easy to share the process along the way. And why this is a big one for me is because the shift I'm seeing in content as we speak. We're starting to live in an era where people love to see the failures just as much as the successes. And that's something that is becoming evident now. So I think capturing your progress along the way, sharing the start to the finish, sharing everything in between is something that I think you should lean on. And something that I've leaned on in this process is showing the good of quitting my job that I've learned going from the corporate world to basically the full-time creative world. And what's a video without a sponsor? This video is sponsored by my DaVinci Resolve Node Tree Volume 2. It is literally the first thing I apply into every single clip of every single camera I shoot with on every single project the second I jump into the color tab. Back to the video. Now this one is an extension of the last one, the highs and the lows. Now something I was told early on is that the highs are the highest they will feel and the lows are, they're low. The journey isn't always smooth. Some days you feel like you're at the top of the world, and some days you feel like you've hit rock bottom and you don't know what's next or even what you're doing. You question everything. It sounds weird, but something that has helped me kind of mitigate the highs and the lows and help me along the way is manifesting. If you put out into the world what you want, if you put out the positivity into the world, if you lean on the highs as much as you lean on the lows, and you know that it is a process, and try to be as positive as possible about all of it, for some reason, it all falls into place and the things you wanted come into your life at some point or another, in some form or another. And this is the one that is easiest, the most said than done, but this has taken a ton of work throughout the years, and it's something I struggle and work on daily, but it's something that is a beautiful thing when you see it start to work, and it makes the lowest of lows a lot easier, and it makes the highest of highs just kind of another step. So it's something that's easier said than done, like I said, but it's something I recommend everyone tries to practice because it is very helpful. And the most important one, the last one, is have fun with everything. Don't let the pressure of trying to make it take the fun out of it. I started this in the first place to have fun. I started this in the first place to be content and to have a ceiling that kept growing. And I hope you're able to do the same. I think it's so important to look at the fact that this is supposed to be fun. It's supposed to be a process. It's supposed to be a journey, and it's supposed to be lessons day in and day out. And all you can do is smile and have fun with it, because at the end of the day, it's life. Something that I do that keeps me grounded is I look at myself as if I were another person and I were looking at myself from the outside in. I look at the life I'm living, I look at the way I'm treating people, I look at the day ins and the day outs, and I look at it as if I'm not myself. And it helps me with a lot of the self-talk. It helps me with the fact that would I be saying what I'm saying to another person? Most likely not, and it takes me out of my head a lot of times. It's something that takes a lot of practice. It takes a lot of letting go to let yourself do that, but it's another thing that has tremendously helped me throughout this past month of really doing this. And like I said, it's been a month. It's been 31 days, and that is not a lot of time. But if I can work on these things in these 31 days and see results, I can't even imagine what 3 years looks like from now. Like, that's just something that keeps me grounded and keeps my mindset consistently there and consistently growing. If you got something out of this video, let me know down in the comments. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button and hit that subscribe button so you do not miss another video. And as always, keep going. You're probably doing a lot better than you think. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.